Hello, friends. It's Monica, also known as Sleeved After 60, and I'm coming to you on Saturday, March 25th, 2017, with my week one update following my VSG. So, just a quick. My VSG was on Tuesday, March 14th, 2017, at University of Minnesota Fairview Hospital, done by Dr. Leslie. And Here are my stats. So I'm right, I have to write them down. So I will be 64 years old in May. I'm right under 5'5". My highest recorded weight, which I am using it as this century. So my highest recording weight this century was in June of 2015 at 240 pounds. And my beginning pre-surgery recorded weight, I am going to use the weight of starting at the University of Minnesota, which is November of 2016, and that was 224 pounds. My day of surgery was 198 pounds. So updates. So today is the first day that I've really, so it's what, day 11? Today was the first day that I actually kind of felt where I walked the dog. I walked Ralphie this morning. I did fine. Surgery was fine. I can say that I had low pain, just, the whole thing that we all talk about a shoulder and all that. It went really well. My hernia, my hiatal hernia was fixed, and I came home on Wednesday with, pain meds, a lot of pain management. Everything seemed to have gone really well. The only thing is that I've noticed different from most of you is that I had really bad bruising. I have a picture I'm going to try to add at the end. Holy moly. So I went to my first post-op surgery meeting with Dr. Leslie on Thursday. He thought everything went really well. I had some concerns because of my lower weight and the way, when you look at those the instruments that they use, like, are they going to be okay? Is everything going to be okay? And he said it went really, really quickly because having lost, the 40 pounds that I lost, that when they, put in the air, it's kind of inflating. I think he said inflating the our metrodome, which now we have a new one. But so it was kind of like inflating a tent, so that he was really able to go in and find what he needed to find really quickly. So I think he said that the surgery was less than 40 minutes, maybe. So anyway, post-surgery, coming home. What I didn't say was my first weigh-in, that was on Tuesday. I'm going to just do it on Tuesday. And that was 194.2. So I've lost 3.8 pounds the first week. Okay, a couple of things that I want to talk about. Quick. I talked to him, and as some of you have been following me for, this journey started on April 1st of last year, not knowing that it was going to be surgery, not knowing what kind of surgery was going to be, all of that. But as you know, my goal is to lose weight so that my other health issues will be resolved. I have severe sleep apnea. I wear CPAP. I had really, really bad GERD, really, really bad. And I had some other things that have a lot to do more with aging than anything else. But one of the things is that I'm hoping that this is about getting healthy, losing weight, looking great. Probably in a year or so, my plan is to have my arms done. actually, I was going to get my arms done before all of this came up, just because I have old lady jiggly arms, okay? And then kind of maintenance after that. So one of the things that I don't want to do is to get into the worst case scenario of being diet, doing this, doing that, and being so attached to my scale. As you all know, because I repeat it every time, we talk. I went to treatment for binge eating disorder, and that was, 8 years ago, and I guess almost 9 years ago, 8 years ago. And I don't, I feel like I'm in recovery and I'm doing well with that. I don't want food, the scale specifically, to be that that much of a driving force in my life. So from now on, as far as what I'm hoping to bring to the table to the community, to my subscribers, is just a different way of thinking about this. As you can imagine, being 64 years old, my goals are a little different as far as, I'm not going to be having a baby. I'm not going to, been there, done that. I've had plastics in the past when I've lost weight, so I've had tummy tuck, I've had, that kind of stuff is done. So I want, not to say that if I ever felt that I wanted or needed or that I would feel better having it again, that I wouldn't do it, because that's not true. I would. I'm a total plastic surgery supporter, if that's what you want and if that's what's going to make your life better. And if, if you go about it sort of in a safety way, then more to you. I mentioned how, I tweak things in my face and all that. But I don't want the next, how many years I have of my life, I don't want it to be an experience where I am tied to that scale again. And interestingly enough, when I talked to my doctor, to my surgeon, one of the things that he said was, he said, I think you're going to do really, really well, because I explained this to him. He said, he mentioned trusting the process, which I'm a huge, coming from a mental health profession, I'm a huge, huge believer in the process, whether it be therapy, whether it be treatment, whether it be whatever. So that's what I want to bring to the table as far as my channel. I want to always be hypervigilant about the fact that I have an eating disorder, the fact that my eating disorder can, if I let it, can rule my life. I am very aware of, that crazy eating disorder talk, Ed talking in your ear, telling me, how horrible I am or what I'm doing wrong or whatever, whatever the situation is. I don't want to do that, because I think that I've worked hard to be where I am, and I don't want to live in that kind of a cell. It's really a mind prison. So that's what I want to bring to the table and bring to my channel. The reason why I'm saying some of this is that I spent some time just, I went over my old tapes, my old videos, and I just want to be. And I also have watched. Of course, I watch. I watch lots and lots of you, because you're dear people, and I don't want to get and be there, and it would be very quick for me to do that. So one of the things that he and I talked about was the whole idea of weighing in, and I just said, I'm going to do it every Tuesday. And so he said, okay. He said, there's nothing wrong with waiting a month and just doing it once a month, or whatever. But The other thing is that about stalls, because right before I was taking medication to lose the weight that I needed, and I had a long stall, I think maybe like 4 weeks or something, and then it moved. One of the things that was very helpful that he said was, those things about small weight gains and losses and starting a new diet or whatever, that it has to do with hydration, and we all know that. You didn't, you eat something, you put on weight, or you go and eat carbs and you put a couple of pounds, you're not putting fat. It's really about hydration. When you have a big weight stall, it's really about hydration. You just have more fluids. So I want, and I'm asking all of you who support me to please, if you see me getting crazy, let me know. Because sometimes it takes me a while before I realize that I'm getting crazy about my weight. So I did take my measurements, and actually kicking and screaming, but I did it because I know that so many of the people that I follow have done that, and I wasn't going to do that. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to do it and just sort of put it away in an app, just to see. But so my goals for the next 6 months, one of the things is that we're really not going to know if in fact this surgery is really helpful to what I need as far as being able to get off the CPAP. Well, I'm probably not going to know for about 6 months, because it's all about location, right? Where do you hold your weight? Where do you lose your weight? So hopefully in 6 months I'll have a really good idea. And so anyway, so my goals are, of course, now I'm still in liquids, going into purees. I think it's Wednesday, Thursday. I think it's the 28th. I think it is the first day. So my goal is to just follow the process, just do, and the first 6 months could be, pretty much the diet is about protein, get your protein, get your liquids in, get your fluids in, and just move, which means probably just, I'm not ready yet to go back. I don't know what I'm going to do as far as exercise, other than just walking or taking a couple of classes at my local place. So that's where I am, really feeling tired. Haven't napped this much since childbirth, and I didn't have a lot of issues with fluids. I think I might even make another video and just talk about that, because there was something that was really helpful to me. So I haven't had issues with that. I haven't had any issues getting my protein in. The interesting thing was that my nutritionist said, don't get all upset the first couple of weeks. Oh, just concentrate on fluids. At 190 some pounds, I guess I would survive, not having, not needing much. So things are okay. Haven't had any pain, and I want to thank all of you. I can't tell you how many messages I got, probably over 100 private messages. Thank you so very much. You guys really, you're really something else. Cindy, thank you for the flowers. That was so sweet. I know I may have texted you or something. The first few days are a total blur. So thank you, all of you. Now I think I'm a lot more conscientious now when I make a comment, or when I send somebody a private message, because usually it's just about me being me and wanting to be part of the group, part of the community, and I'm just being me, and I don't think about the other person who's receiving it, how it may really be just incredibly kind and loving gesture, like it was with all of you who sent me things. So let's see if I can get this thing down today, and we'll start on Tuesday with week 2. I hope everyone's doing well. Spring is almost here. Besos.